Good morning, everybody. It's just after 8:30. It's just screaming into the office to print out the text to my PowerPoint presentation so I can go over that. Then off in a little while to see the printers for the supporting documentation with around the presentation I'm giving this weekend. Boy, yesterday was intense, and I owe a huge amount of thanks to the researchers down in Wellington helping me out here to make sure that our figures are all up to speed and we can answer all the questions. So yes, I think we've cracked it, which is really good. Listen, I was just listening this morning to the news reports around hospital funding and the funding for our medical service, and Jonathan Coleman saying that there is no problem, and medical experts coming on saying, look, the reality is if you take $1 billion out of the health system, then there's going to be an enormous amount of issues that come up, not just in the delivery of services, but in the stress of staff and other areas. So that made me think, I just want to remind everybody around this special needs conversation to go back and have a look at the cuts that came in to the education budget 2009. Go and have a look at the amount of money stripped out from special needs, from education in general in 2009. And by way of services, go and have a look at what the reforming of the RTLBs and the speech language therapists and so on, RT Lits and so on, what saving was on the books making that more efficient? What saving was on the books when the truancy officers were all centralised and became, in my experience, completely useless now to local schools with local families? Have a look at all those cuts that happened 2009, 2010, before this minister and this government tells you that they've put more money back in. And yes, there's been $11 billion spent in education by this government. Let's be clear, a lot of it is on property. A lot of it is on property because they had to fix all the leaky buildings. And when you have more people with more children, you need more schools. Okay, people, something to think about. Bye.